There's a lot of uncertainty, and before people know what to buy, others are taking it off the shelf. So, here are my suggestions on things that you can stock up now to be prepared for later. These are going to be strategic items that are multi purpose. I hope you enjoy. While milk is very popular, heavy whipping cream should also be something that people stock up on. Besides using it in coffee, it usually has a shelf life of about 2 months out, so much longer than regular milk is. You can use it to make butter, and it'll be cheaper if you do it that way. You can make ice cream and whipped cream with it. So it is just another staple that I think people don't mention, and any kind of dairy is good to have if you like it. Condensed soup are a better value than buying ready-to-eat soup mixes. You add water to them, and they're usually only about 50 cents a can. You can even get dried vegetables or dried bean mixes with spices that you can add, and you can even use them in other recipes like rices, just to add more variety and more interest to your meals. If you're a person that likes popcorn, consider getting some extra kernels. They don't take up much room, and they're going to last at least a year. And they're very delicious when they're eaten fresh. So instead of just getting a bag of already made popcorn, get yourself some kernels as well. Along with your dry rice and beans, get yourself some ready-to-eat or 60 or 90-second heat up pouches of rice or beans, different flavor cans, just to make it easier for yourself. Usually picky eaters will eat this, and it's already pre-portioned so you don't overeat. These are going to cost more, but they usually do save time, especially when they come in pouches like this. And with an easy 60 or 90-second microwave time, you can't beat it when you're in a time pinch. Mashed potato flakes are another good item to have. They're versatile. You can use it as a thickener. You can, of course, use it for mashed potatoes. You can use it in casseroles, and even for a savory pancake. Usually, these type of boxes have recipes, so if you're not sure of what you want to do with it, just turn it to the side and see. Having some kind of dry fruit is something that's easy to add for extra sweetness. You can use it in baking, and it does help you go to the bathroom. When you're eating a lot of carbs, it's good to have something that has nutrients. While a loaf of bread does store well, consider less bulky options. There are thinwiches, wraps, pita bread. All of those will work, but you can get more uses out of the same amount of space if you choose your bread wisely. Coconut oil is a very versatile oil. Depending on the temperature, it's solid or liquid. Other than its uses in food, it can be used for oil pulling. It can be used for moisturizing the body or face. It can also be used on the hair. When using it for cooking, I like to use the organic version because it has the aroma and a slight coconut taste. Though you do have to check the packaging because some organic versions do take out that flavor. Aloe vera juice is something very good to have on hand. You can use it for inflamed skin and any kind of bites or sunburns. It's good for that. You can use it as a toner for your skin, and you can use it for your hair as well. It is something that you can drink. However, it is something that can be overdone, so you want to monitor how much you do drink at a time. Grits are very cheap. I get a 5-pound bag for less than $3 at Kroger, and it's something that is filling. You'll notice that it is enriched, and you really want to make sure you get the little vitamins and minerals from your food, especially when you are eating things that are canned and the nutrients and enzymes are not present. For the price, it is a really good deal. 49 servings come in this 5-pound package. I recommend getting cornmeal and or flour in a self-rising variety. It's going to save you on the baking soda and the baking powder that you need, as well as salt. A biscuit or cornbread may be easier for some than baking bread. Sparkling water is something fun to have on hand because after a while it can get bored and you might want something a little bubbly. It also comes in a glass bottle that you can reuse. This will probably be easier to keep on hand than regular bottles. If you have a few extra bucks, consider getting some cough drops. It'll be like a sweet treat when you have the cold or flu. Canned meats are another great item to have because they're already cooked. It's good to have a variety of items. So tuna, salmon, chicken, beef, get them all if you like them. And now I want to give a few tips on buying extra produce. First, consider getting extras of things like bananas, berries, peaches, pineapple, mango, and other fruits that freeze well. You can get fruits that store well like winter squash and citrus. Don't neglect nuts and seeds. They are highly nutritious and last extremely long. Consider getting fruits in staggered stages of ripeness. For instance, get brown bananas to freeze, green to store, and yellow to eat. Get into a habit of shopping on sale and freezing, canning, or dehydrating the extra. And fermenting will also work for things like tomatoes that spoil quickly. Your produce will last longer if they are in a cool, dark place, but you can still manage if you don't have those options. So if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you like and subscribe for more content on gardening, dehydrating, canning, all things self-sufficiency, and preparing for what's coming. Even though we live on less than a quarter acre, we harvest hundreds of pounds of food and can up cases every month. So if that sounds like something that interests you, make sure you subscribe for more content.